Is it true that you proposed to Akshata on a cliff in California in Kannada?
That is exactly true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vishnu,
You're very well informed.
this is what you expect from a good Indian son-in-law, even though he's not fully Indian son-in-law, but he kind of, Indians feel that way. The moment you come to a public gathering, the first thing you say is tell your in-laws how wonderful they are. Rishi Sunak, full marks, 10 on 10 for striking just the right notes as we get started. Ladies and gentlemen, she'll be here on stage a little while from now, but can I request you to welcome the serving Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Harini Amarasuriya, who's just joined us. Ma'am, we are delighted to have you here, and we look forward to hearing from you later in the evening. Thank you. Padmaja, the perfect Indian son-in-law?
Absolutely. You know what they say, a family that praises its in-laws stays together and campaigns together. But I also have to ask, when you're watching an India versus England match, who are you cheering for then? Because that's a tough choice.
I'm obviously cheering for England, but have a very soft spot for India, as you can imagine. And that's why I get my fix through RCB. So that's my other great passion, as well as my home football teams. But I'm also actually, my constituency in England is in Yorkshire, which is probably the most cricket-mad part of the UK. And I'm very fortunate in that, because there is cricket everywhere in my life at home. And one of my favourite players, growing up, was Rahul Dravid, and trying to copy his brilliant technique. But Joe Root is obviously currently the best English batsman, scored more runs than anyone else, and he's a Yorkshire cricketer. So
but can I just ask you, sir, Bumrah or Anderson? Who would you pick?
So I was very fortunate to recommend to His Majesty the King that Jimmy Anderson should be awarded a knighthood. And we spent a lot of time, as I've just done... But
objectively, sir.
Sorry?
Objectively.
Objectively, his career over the 20 years that he has been in the England setup is genuinely inspiring. And having spent a bit of time with him, not only is his commitment and his work ethic inspiring, I think his humility is quite extraordinary for a top-tier sportsman, and that really struck me. He has a very special personal story, his background coming to the sport, and I'm delighted, because we obviously, unsurprisingly, we celebrate batsmen a lot, but Bumrah is superb, but Jimmy Anderson, Sir Jimmy Anderson now, I think would have to be my pick.